XLM, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if we refer to my last analysis, since the price was exactly within this move, I mentioned if I get any opportunity for buy, any reversal, we can look for buy, because we mentioned based on 1 hour and 4 hour chart, we have a divergence, and this is what we have been, if we refer to the indicators, and this is what we get. And right now, for those traders, they get the trade within this move. If they want to keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even. Because if we put our fib here, it tagged 27 and 61.8%. And beside that, we have been looking for the breakout of 0.28. The price broke. And after that, we have been looking for the breakout of 29. Price broke. Now the next level is 30, whether the price can break the 30 cent or not. Anyway, we move to higher time frame. We want to see what we have been looking for. Again, if we refer to our analysis based on daily chart, we have been looking for the reversal. And this is what we get. Now the only question is whether we can look for reversal or whether this one can turn to a more complex correction. Anyway, based on daily chart, we didn't get any reversal point, and but it doesn't mean the price cannot continue. And if we move to forward chart again, as we can see, based on forward chart, we had a divergence. If we refer to the both indicators, that's why we have been looking for buy. And right now we need to see whether the price can break 30 following by the previous stop or not. The reason is we need to see the breakout of this correction to give us a confirmation for continuation, because technically we cannot put this one in relative to this. That's why still we can expect this one turn to a flat as a correction in relative to this, and bigger picture turn to a running flat for one more drop before we get the reversal. It doesn't mean we have to wait for the price to give us one more drop before we take the trade, but we need to be quite careful about this possibility. That's why from now, if you want to look for trade, for buy, if we get any trade, this is not moving, we are not going to keep the trade. That's why, and beside that, we need to see the breakout of the previous top, because if there is a breakout of the previous top, mostly we can confirm with the continuation. And even we can expect turn to this flat can turn to expanding flat before we get the one more drop. Even we have this possibility, but mostly if the price break the previous top, it can in turn the price or the zone for the previous correction, which can confirm for continuation. All right, that's mean from now, for those traders, if they get the trade within this correction, at least move their stop loss to break even if they want to keep the trade. And if you want to look for the next trade, we need to see the breakout of the previous top. That's why since the price was within this down move, we mentioned we somewhere around 26, we mentioned if we get any trade setup for buy, we'll take it. But based on forward chart, at this point, we don't see any trade setup. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, but because in my analysis, we try to look for the trade setup for buy. We are not going to buy simply without the trade setup. And how about if we move to 1 hour chart? Similar to what I explained based on forward chart, we don't see any trade setup. If we want to look for the next trade, at least we need to get a small flag or correction. And how about if we refer to the indicators? MACD doesn't show us anything, and we can see the divergence based on another indicators. We don't need to really rely on that. And at this point, we need to see whether the price can break 0.306 or not. This is the only things we're looking for. That means we're looking for to see whether the price can break 30 cent following by 0.306 or not. This is what we are looking for. And to look for trade within this range, we need to be quite careful. Anyway, again, for those traders, they get the trade within this range. At least if they want to keep the trade, either move their stop loss to break even or move their stop loss to 0.275 to book some profit. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or trade setup, I will share. Thanks.